Are you ready? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the TZ Doubles. My name is Phil.
And I'm Esther.
And today we are going to talk about how dating over the internet has had an effect on our relationship.
An effect?
Has had an effect. Has affected. How would you like me to say it?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Can be either.
Oh. I feel like I should wear my Tanzanian hat in here just to go with the theme of the office. Oh. Shall I pretend this is me when I was in Tanzania? To go with the theme of internet dating.
If you like.
It's not really an internet dating, is it?
Well, we did internet date. We didn't date in person, did we?
Yeah, but internet date.
Well, what are you trying to imply by that? We met over the internet and then started dating, or?
We didn't meet over the internet.
No, but is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm trying to say that we dated on the internet.
So, am I wrong to say internet?
Internet dating?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
During our courtship...
We're going to talk about how we dated over the internet. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So we dated over the internet.
How did it all start, Phil?
Well, we've already done all that.
How it started? With the internet dating?
We didn't internet date.
Oh.
We dated over the internet.
We dated over the internet. How did that start? Oh, we were going to talk...
Emails.
Yeah. We were going to talk how it affected our...
We're going to talk about the effects of dating over the internet on our relationship and how it still affects it now.
Okay. It's not as bad now as it used to be.
It's not as bad now.
No, well, it's not as
What,
bad.
the relationship? Or what? What are you specifically talking about?
No,
Let's just give a bit of background information. If you haven't watched the How We Met story or the engagement episode or any of the other episodes, jump back and watch them, because some of them are quite funny, if I do say so myself. Let's give a quick background. So I was living in the UK. You were living in Tanzania.
Yeah.
We sent letters and emails to each other as general friendly correspondence.
General friendly correspondence. Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Until a point where you directly asked me to go out with you by telling me you loved me in an email.
I didn't directly ask you. Oh no, we're going to go back. I'm not going into it.
Anyway, that's how we started.
Oh,
and then
Yusuf is behind us. Sorry, I keep...
do you want me to move him?
Shall we have like Tanzania on there? Sorry, Addy. Let's leave him.
You're going to allow him an episode, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move him next time.
Oh dear. I keep ruining these moments.
Poor old Addy. What's he done wrong?
Nothing. He's a Tanzanian.
Can't even remember what I was saying.
No, so we were talking that.
Oh, so we decided to get together without having met each other for quite some time.
Yeah.
In person. And then 3 months later we did spend a few weeks together.
Yeah.
But then it went back to being 5,000 mile long distance relationship over the internet. So tell us in your own words, not mine, what that consisted of.
Well, we had phones then. This is back in 2006 or 2007? Yeah.
2006, 2007, yeah.
And we would text each other.
That was before we had WhatsApp or anything, and the text would cost
Oh,
quite a lot of money.
it was so bad that we had to
Stop talking
stop
to each other.
talking and just move to email. It costed you a lot that first
Instant
month.
Messenger.
Yeah, an instant.
Oh, email in the day while you were at work and I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Instant Messenger.
When I got home.
Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah.
Do you remember those characters that you could send that would be the equivalent of an emoji or a meme, I guess,
I can't remember. What were they?
where it was like a man who would do something silly. Yahoo!
You're gonna have to find them.
I remember 'em.
No, I can't remember them. I remember smiley faces.
Yeah, but there was like little animated ones as well, like 5-second animations.
Okay.
Who did silly things. That's what I remember about it anyway.
So our communication was more text,
It was written
written,
until Skype became a
Yeah.
bit more popular.
and then we would speak together in the evening when I got home because we were both working during the day.
And then you were studying after. So it was actually quite late your time.
Yeah.
So yeah, the majority of our courtship, to use an old-fashioned word, was done via written communication and the odd bit of Skype calling,
Yeah.
etc. And then a few months before we got married, you came over,
Yeah.
and that's when we actually got to spend some
Some time together.
time looking at non-verbal communication.
Did you even talk that much?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Well, I probably talked. You didn't.
So the main things that we struggled with at the beginning was voice inflection. So how you say things.
Yeah.
You thought that I was angry all the time. And I have spent the last 12 years telling you that's just how I speak.
Would you like a Pepsi? Why are you shouting at me?
And I always sound like I'm trying to argue with you. Or I'm cross.
Yeah.
That's what you tell me. But that's just the way I talk.
But you sound okay here. Shall we try an example? But I can't see it now. I'm just more like switched off.
You just ignore me, is that what it is?
No, but it comes an odd occasion where I'm
Wait
like,
till we've been married 20 years. You won't even talk to me. He's off again.
oh my word. Yeah.
But we never had that chance for you to understand that that's just how I spoke, because everything we said to each other was written down,
Yeah.
either by text or email or instant message, etc. So that was a bit of a struggle, wasn't it?
Mm.
Have you got nothing to say about it?
No, I don't know what I don't know what to say. I'm just trying to. It's just like having a discussion about something, and you would explain it just the way you explain it. I found it very defensive. I'm like, I'm just asking you a question. Yeah, but that's how I talk.
So we'd spend 5 minutes of the conversation
Yeah.
going, yeah, but that's how I talk.
That's true.
But we're just trying to have a discussion. Yeah, but that's how I talk.
That's how I'm replying to you.
That's how I speak.
This is.
I'm trying to do it. Yeah, but that's just how I talk.
Yeah.
And you're going, yeah, but we're just trying to have a discussion about it. Yes, but that's how I speak. And that would go on for about 5, 10, 20 years.
And then what were we talking about anyway?
Yeah, that coupled with my poor memory wasn't good, was it? There was a lot of frustration. And we didn't fall out over it because you're very patient. But it was quite frustrating and difficult But you are starting to learn.
Starting to learn that. It's just him.
It still happens.
But I would tell you, can you just calm down a bit? I'm like, what do I need to calm down? I'm just telling you how it is. No, I feel like you're not telling me. What are you doing?
So no, I think you felt like I was having a go at you all the time.
Not having a go. I don't know. It just felt defensive, I feel. Is it defensive the right word?
I think that's probably what you thought,
Yeah.
that I was really defensive. Even when there was nothing to defend.
Yeah. Just to see.
We were just having a chat about, I don't know, chairs or something.
Why are you defending the chairs?
I've seen these chairs. Yeah, but what are they made of? I don't know.
Do we need them?
Wood? Do we need them? How much are they? How many are we getting? What's the matter with the old ones? It would be that sort of short, sharp.
Yeah.
And poor Esther would be sat there going, I don't know, just want some new chairs.
Don't you think that that's like part of marriage? Because then you're not really used to making decisions with somebody together, and now you're used to making a decision yourself. What you get.
But it wasn't just about decisions.
It was just like
It was like any discussion. What should we have for tea?
Oh.
Do you remember the story? Go
Oh
on.
no! It's like, what shall we have for tea? I'm never good at deciding what to have for tea because you are the only one who always cooks every day, so you know more of what
So you're brand new to the culture. You've had 4 months of training from my mum on how to cook spaghetti, lasagna,
shepherd's pie.
shepherd's pie. You know, sort of some simple
Yeah.
traditional British dishes. And at that point, I don't think we shopped weekly, did we? We were just used to every now and again pop to the shop
Yeah.
with no plan, and it would, there would be quite a lot of conversations of, what do you want to eat? I don't mind. Yeah, but
The build-up is
You-
coming.
you must have some sort of idea. I really don't mind. Well, do you want pizza, or do you want a lasagna, or do you want... I don't... You choose. No, what do you want to eat? It's not a difficult question.
Why are you having a go at me?
We just sort of escalate to the point where we're like, fine, let's just not eat.
But then you get hungry in like 2 minutes. I've ordered a pizza. Oh my goodness.
But there was literally no understanding, was there?
No.
No, you didn't understand the way I was speaking to you. I didn't understand why you wouldn't make a decision about anything. There was like a really loose connection there, which is starting to become alright, because I just don't... I've learnt to just not give you a decision when I know you're not going to make one.
You do it for me.
Well, yeah, if you're just, like, for dinner now, I just don't ask you what you want, because I know that you'll just be happy with whatever I make, pretty much.
That's true. I don't cook, ladies and gentlemen.
You do cook. You know how to cook.
I know how to cook, but I don't cook in this house. I bake, but no cooking.
So the point I was trying to make was that by talking about the fact we dated over the internet and that we didn't verbally communicate with each other, is we didn't have that rapport and understanding while we were dating, to know that, for you to know that that's how I speak
Yeah.
and that's how I talk, and that you're rubbish at making decisions about things. We didn't have that. You know, if you go out with someone and you go to the cinema or whatever,
Yeah.
oh, do you want popcorn? Oh, I don't know. Are you getting some? You know, I would have been able to pick that up
Yeah.
early on in the relationship, and by the time we got married, I would have just like, she doesn't make decisions, so I'll just decide what we're having for dinner every day.
So we had 6 months. Is it 6 months to figure each other out?
About 6 months.
About 6
But
months.
we were both living at my parents' house.
Yeah.
So
we
it
didn't.
was like
we
really intense.
didn't- No, it wasn't.
No, but it was like, we were together all the time.
Yeah, but we didn't make any decisions.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it had been in any other situation, you'd have lived at your house, I'd have lived at my house. We'd have seen each other for a few hours and then gone home and we'd have been able to process and reflect and work things out like that. But instead, it was like 6 months. Talk to each other, figure things out. Where are you going to live? What are you wearing for your wedding? What do you want life to look like in 5 years? It's like, I don't know. Why are you asking me all these questions?
But you're also not very good at not very good.
I'm just not very good at being not very good.
No. In decisions like now and then, you're probably good. But when I'm asking you something for 2 or 3 days ahead, I haven't thought about it.
That very much goes back to me not having a great memory, I think, is I very much live.
Like, I'd like to do this and this.
Live in the moment.
In the next week. Oh, no, can't decide for then. Why not?
Yeah, so from that point of view, you've started learning that you just book things in the diary.
Yeah. Don't give him the option.
And then I'll look in the diary and go, what's this? Oh, we're going to do such and such. Oh, right. But if you'd have asked me about it, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to think about that sort of stuff.
No.
Just let me live. It's hard enough as it is.
Oh, my goodness. We're letting it all out today.
No, I thought this was an interesting topic.
It is an interesting topic.
That probably 95% of people would take this sort of thing for granted because they've already had chance to work it through and figure it out and experience that while they were dating or living together or whatever. And we didn't get that.
Yeah.
So that was that. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
And you finish? I feel like I've got some more to say.
Like what?
I don't know. Oh.
If you've got any questions about our dating over the internet and the effect it had on how we are now, drop a comment.
No, so this is the other thing that I wanted to say is now we
I already feel uncomfortable.
Why?
Go on.
Sometimes you would be on the top floor and I would text you. You like even ask you a question and you would answer me there and then. All right, without.
It's because you can't put any. It's just text, isn't it?
No, but
so you read it however you want to read it. That can be good and bad.
Yeah, but what I'm
saying... But when I'm here, I have to talk to you the way that I just talked to you.
I am saying it usually comes back to how we started. It's a very easy flow when we're talking over text, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. If one of us is out, then we'll have a lovely conversation. Oh, you're right, yeah, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then when we get in, all right.
You would even...
You had a good time. Yep, see you later.
True, but you would even make decisions over text.
Yeah, it just feels natural.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it down to how we dated.
Yeah.
And it's something we've got to overcome.
But we are overcoming.
We are overcoming it. We're probably 5% better than we were.
I think we're much better.
I think we're going to go the opposite way to most relationships. So most relationships start off chatty. Nothing. Until when you're old, you hate each other and you don't talk to each other anymore. We're going to be like, we don't know what to say to each other. And then we'll be 80 in our rocking chairs, just gassing away, talking. Nobody will be able to stop us. Sorry, we're chatting here. Can you come back later?
But it's already happening now. We're not even 80. Imagine when we're 80. Oh, do you think people will think, oh gosh, they don't even talk. They only talk on the internet, Yeah,
it's true. That's the whole reason we're doing this, isn't it?
No, but we do have conversations.
So we can have a chat. We do have conversations. We're a lot better than when we first got married.
But there was also a language barrier.
Yeah.
I was okay. I don't think I was okay. I wasn't that good
You
typing.
were very good in your English, but proper English.
Yeah. Not that much speaking though, was I?
Yeah.
But this is what used to happen as well. Is you would say something to me, and then I would just look at you for about 5 seconds.
Oh, well, you were processing.
Then 10 seconds, and then you get
Oh, my
frustrated.
goodness. I've just
Maybe
remembered
this
all
is
those times. Yeah, that was a big factor. That's definitely worth a mention.
Yeah, but so he would ask me something, and I would go about 10 seconds without replying one time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would go, but I'm talking to you. Why are you not replying? It's like, I'm processing it. I'm taking it in my brain, and then I have to translate it to make sure I've understood.
But it took a long time for you to explain that to me.
It did, yeah. Was it nearly a year?
I don't know. It was a long time. And then when you told me that, I was like, why don't you just tell me that to start with?
But it was...
I just thought you didn't understand me.
I was living with Africans. I just spoke Swahili all the time. English when I needed to. And now you're asking me a question.
Let me know, though.
You're asking me a question. But I probably didn't even know, though, that I was doing...
But that was one of those... That's another one of those things.
Yeah. It
that
wasn't...
We didn't have a chance to figure out.
Yeah. But it wasn't just the internet. I think that was also another bit of it where...
No, it was the internet, because if we'd have been together...
Yeah.
While we were dating, we'd have figured that out a lot quicker than a year into marriage, maybe 6 months into marriage. I don't know.
But we're not regretting anything, are we?
You're still happy with your decision?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah, so I used to process things because first I needed to make sure that I can hear the
right words.
The right words. And then, have I really understood what he has just said and what he means? Because the culture is different. You might be asking something, but I'm taking it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's rude. For me, it's rude. You go to somebody's house, they offer you a drink, and you say no. I was just like, that's just rude. But we would go to somebody else's house, and you would say, no, I'm all right, thank you. And I'd be like, what? They've offered you some drink. You can't say no. But that's just a little bit like of a misunderstanding. But yeah, I used to process things and then reply 10 seconds or 15 seconds later. In that 10 or 15 seconds, you'd be like,
I just found it really frustrating because you didn't explain to me why there was the delay.
Yeah, so later on, I explained, but I'm processing it. I'm just making...
I need to translate it in my head and then translate what I want to say back to you. Oh, thanks for explaining that. That makes a lot of sense. I'll be a bit more tolerant. Thank you.
But now there's a bit better flow.
Anyway, we're all right now.
I understand your accent a bit more. Probably I've been drawn into your speaking.
Until I start speaking fast.
Yeah, until you start speaking fast. Or copy other people's accents.
Good.
Yeah. Right, that was fun. Bye.
Nice, sharp, quick one. Well, I think that about wraps this one up. If you've enjoyed this, if you've got any questions about something we haven't mentioned that you'd like to know about our dating over the internet, not our internet dating, drop us a comment. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, listen to our podcast, etc., and we will answer your questions to the best of our abilities, because that's what we do.
Do we?
No. If you haven't checked out last week's video where we spoke to Harry and Kate,
madness,
from Tanzania, go and check that one out. It was quite entertaining. Harry spoke for 90% of the video.
Honestly.
We couldn't stop him and his presidential Tanzanian shirt. Check that one out. Otherwise, we will see you next Sunday at 4 p.m. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and we will see you next week. Tutu Anana.